Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Hello, Pradnya. Pradnya, can you hear me?
Sir, you're audible.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I, Rajlakshmi Nair, Assistant Professor in the Department of Computer Science, welcome you all on behalf of Vidya Vikas Mandal's Sri Damodar College of Commerce and Economics, Margao-Goa. Now, let us have a look at a 1-minute video of our college. Am I audible?
Yes, you are. Very
Yes,
clear.
ma'am.
Yeah, thank you, thank you. Just a moment, we are playing the video.
Audio is not coming.
I hope you all have liked the video. Now to start the session, just a simple introduction. We know that computers affect every facet of our lives and every sector of the global society. Employers prefer workers who are computer literate and because they are more productive and efficient at work. So now it's time to know more on how you enable yourself to make a profession in IT industry. So we, the staff of Computer Science Department, are organizing a webinar session on roadmap to promising career in IT sector. I request our respected Vice Principal.
Thank you. Good morning to my dear students, their parents, and to the speaker of the day, Mrs. Sangeeta Naik, partner and executive editor of Digital Goa. We are here today to listen to Ma'am Sangeeta Naik's thoughts on the roadmap to a promising career in the IT sector. The IT sector, which is fast evolving over time, has thrown up designer, network admin. They will not be anymore. There might be something else, completely something else. Okay, something in data analytics, and because technology is evolving so fast that a career that is there today, 3 years hence, it has become redundant. So once again, I welcome Ma'am Sangeeta. I welcome all my dear aspiring students and their parents. I congratulate my teachers of the BCA department for organizing this webinar. Happy listening, and I wish the students all the very best in your careers. May you do well, and may God bless all of you. Thank you very much, and all the very best.
Thank you, sir. Now I request Ms. Rama Borkar, Assistant Professor from the Computer Science Department, to introduce our resource person for the webinar session.
A very good morning to all of you all. It is really my privilege and honor to introduce the resource person for today's webinar, my very own teacher and a guru in her real sense, Mrs. Sangeeta Naik. Sangeeta ma'am has nearly 15 years of experience Delhi and also at our very own Goa University. She is a contributor to the local and national media, including the TV, University on Technology, on the Navin Times, on topics related to information technology. She is also associated and is a member of the core team of Goa IT Professionals Group, Joint Secretary of Goa Right to Information Forum, Managing Committee member of Child Rights in Goa, General Body member of Sangat NGO, core committee member of the V group of citizens working towards eradicating of discriminatory widowhood practices in Goa, and Vice President, Association of Friends of IT, a project aimed at promoting IT in schools across Goa, and was also a member of Goa Cockney Academy's 8th General Council. Digital Goa, a Panjim-based media honored with prestigious M. Billion Award South Asia 2018. So students and colleagues, presenting before you, Mrs. Sangeeta Naik.
Thank you, Rama ma'am. Now I invite our resource person, Mrs. Sangeeta Naik ma'am, to begin the session. Also, I request the participants to please write your queries, if any, on the chat window. And after the session, you can ask your queries. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Dr. Silva. Thank you, Rajlakshmi. And a big thank you to Rama and Samir sir for inviting me to do what I love doing the most, connecting with young minds. So I'm going to talk to you about, let me just set my presentation. Can I share it right away? Hello?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Can I share it right away?
It is visible, ma'am.
Okay. I just want to see if I make it as a slideshow. Should it give an issue? Is it giving an issue? Or can you see the whole screen? Hello?
It's not visible, ma'am, right now.
Okay, okay. So that means I'll have to share it through the window itself. Okay, fine, fair enough. Okay. Is it okay? Is this
Yes, ma'am.
okay?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay. So both the listing as well as the slide is visible, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Fine, fair. Shall I start?
You can start.
Okay. So I'm going to talk to you about roadmap to promising careers in the IT sector. Students, a very big congratulations to all of you for clearing your 12th standard with flying colors and seeking admission into a prestigious organization, an institution like the Damodar College, which has over a period of time made itself a known, a well-recognized name in the field of education in the state. Uh, Now you have all crossed two important stages of your life. One, when you passed your 10th standard, when you all decided that whether it's arts or science or commerce, and then at this stage, at the second, this is the second phase of your career, basically, wherein you have decided on, okay, whether it was engineering, medical, or any other arts or commerce related streams, or whether it is BCA, BSc, computer science, whatever. And then you have zeroed down or narrowed down on BSc or BCA and B vocational in software, right? So basically, you have narrowed down your careers, and you are clutter free now. You're clutter free now, and you know where you are heading towards. You're heading towards a particular destination. So at this point in time, before I actually enter into the IT jargon kind of a thing, I just want to talk to you about two things, okay? Non-IT things. One is to set a goal. This is the time you set a goal for yourself in terms of 10 years down the line or 15 years down the line. Where will I be? How do I see myself as, okay, as a owner of a startup, or whatever, as an owner of a company, as a CEO of a company, or if you have a business of your own, then maybe CEO or owner of your own business and further expanding it, whatever it is. Okay, just to highlight the significance of setting a goal, I'll tell you something. There was this Viktor Frankl, his name is. He was a prisoner in the Nazi camp. Okay, and he went through a lot of torture. You must have heard of horror stories of Nazi camps, right? So after after the fall of Nazi, and after the death of Hitler, Victor came out and did a study, okay, and life with miscellaneous things, okay? And then later on, struggle with your life. That is one approach. May struggle and be happy, whatever. Struggles are not something which is to be wary of. But then, yes, your life will have too many ups and downs beyond that too. The second approach is with miscellaneous focus things. When you have your youthful vigor with you, when you have your energies with you, focus and work towards a goal. For when struggles are not something when you start to be wary of, but then yes, give your life, give will have too many ups and downs. Pick up a field which you love, and then give the best focus when you have your youthful vigor, and be at least with reference to your careers, that be very and work towards a goal. If you put in that kind of studying and even that kind of effort in the first 5 to 6 years of your learning. Post pick up a field which you decide. The choice is yours. You're big now. You're grown-ups now. The choice is yours as to what do you want to do. If you want to have a laid-back life now, and then continue without many ups and downs in your career in the life, or 5 to 6 years decide on a goal, focus on a goal, give your best, work. The choice is yours. You have the grown-ups now. The choice is yours as to you have that kind of stamina, you have a laid-back life now, putting and then do that without many ups. Give your best to the people you love, and then take yourself to a level that even 5 or 6 years down the line, give your best, stable and steady in your career, and perform in your life. There will be very difficult. So you have that kind of stamina, that laid-back life now, putting and then I may say, let's go on and then the career is to a level. So when I'm talking about career, I think that we are in your education, your life, and selling. So Rajlakshmi, putting I may say, let's go on and then the career is to a level. When I'm supposed to be wind up should I go on? So then I can accordingly wind up with this selling. Yeah, so when there are so yes, when I'm talking about career skills, I see like your career could be education career or should I go on? When I say so then I get what I'm saying is do your CA or when there are your master's and your PhD and go and get into teaching, or you can do your master's and go into some research kind of a field, or you can do your master's or so your career path which you are planning for yourself is education. The other thing which technology enables us to do is decide on a career path which is well and well. I like, for example, a very recent example, if I may give you more. For those of you who have used physics while studying physics for your 10th and 12th standard, Alak Pandey is his name. Okay, so creative guy is from one of the mechanical engineering colleges started with this physics wala, giving content basically physics, chemistry, math kind of standard, 10 development of classification. And last week he turned into a unicorn. Now, what is a unicorn? Any company which has the net worth of $1 billion. And then he started with this. So, what was his content? What did he have with him? A talent, a communication skill, his basic understanding of the subject, and the technology. Now, what is the thing that now his net worth at this point, the net worth of $7 million. So that was that's what I talk about as talent. The sky is the limit. Talent. So you might be interested in reactor or wide subject, interested in animation, or you might be interested in some other creative field. So using those focus on your career. So as you and the stark difference is might be in hardware and software. Now since you all are the content-wise, your syllabus will not be in hardware, but if it is and those focus will be more on software part. But then, if you are interested, so then as you going for IoT kind of certifications in hardware and stuff, where you can, if hardware is your liking, then you can bifurcate and maybe go into networking and go into IoT and that kind. So you zero down. I love hardware, and then hardware at this point in time there is no hardware cannot be separated from software. Hardware without software is as good as bad as good, right? So then you focus. You want to go with hardware, software. You zero down. I love hardware, and then hardware. And another important hardware cannot be separated when you are deciding on your career. Since you are talking about career, another important thing is you have to and at this time of your life when you are just entering into your GPA or this is the time you have time to think about yourself, the stress of when you are deciding over you have entered a course and then you have time. So this is the time you start doing a SWOT analysis of yourself. What time of your life or what is the you have ahead of you and the talent. As Alak Pandey did, he was good in communicating, he was outgoing, he was creative, he had good understanding, he had entered into concept, and that was those were his strengths. What was his weakness was he didn't want to move out of comfort, and then he saw opportunity in content creation of students and the talent. Then he mitigated the threats in terms of other competition, and then what he did was find a successful for himself. So if you are introvert, that was you love computing, and if you are very calm, and then you are very clear with your scientific concept, go ahead and do something and choose yourself a field, based on what you want to look at yourself. You don't want to, you are an outgoing person. So if you are love to communicate, you are good with your computing, and join a multinational company and go global. Okay, if you are very good with your team building work and you are very good with your finance stuff, then go and start a company for your own. Look at yourself. You don't want to, you do a SWOT analysis. I'm saying do a SWOT analysis, but at the same time I know at this point, at this age and at this level of maturity of yours, you will not be a very good polished kind of a job, but you will start the process of looking at yourself and thinking about what am I supposed to be doing, what am I good at, what am I bad at, what are the opportunities which are available for me, and what are the threats and how do I do it, right? See, basically, when I'm talking about the scenario, there are so many ways to come to this kind of thinking about what you have to do and start doing from day one of your classes is try and find out where you can give yourself a contribution. Because you are in a field where change is the only constant here. It's a constantly evolving, what you have to change and start. So the only thing which will give you that cutting edge, try and keep learning and keep growing. And see, it's not like these other like when I'm saying keep learning, it is not like mugging up changes or doing or learning subjects just because somebody else is telling you, just because you have to go and whatever, get some particular X amount of percentage. So just because somebody forces you or the society, it's not like prestige for you. You are doing and studying your subjects. Not like mugging up. Now you are at a stage where you have entered. Understand the beauty of this subject called as computer. It gives you command over a machine. You can make that machine just do whatever you want to do. You can make, you can connect with the world and make it computers or machines across the world. Now what you want them to do. It's a powerful thing, irrespective of the field you talk of. Maybe health, maybe command over for that matter. Computers have something or the other, some or the other role to play there. And because you are from computer science, you can find a role for machines. Only thing is that you have to find out the appropriate technology to execute them. So when we are talking about change as the only constant in our academics, something or the other, don't change at the same rate that we should. All changing. So does it imply that what you are learning now is of no use? Does it imply that your subject which you are going to learn for the next 3 years, people will start telling you, computer language don't listen. What is important is what you was received or evoked within you and use that give you basic understanding of utilizing computer language. Something else like computer science, the field is like if you have learned programming before this, you will understand that we do a lot of unlearning and relearning in computer science. Like say for example, all the time if you're studying mathematics, easy till you have 5th standard, 6th standard, 7th standard, A is equal to A plus 5 is wrong. Point blank wrong. How can A be equal to A plus 5? But in computer, the moment you start learning programming, you realize and you are told that A is equal to A plus 5 is correct, because in a place called as in the computer's memory, if it's allocated to A, 5 more are added and the contents are saved back there. So you're doing a lot of A is equal to A learning is wrong. All that those kind of fundamental A plus 5. But if we talk to the moment you start your courses, so if you are learning C++, people might say that it's an old language, in a place called as the computer memory, you start learning higher and higher Java and start learning C, start learning Ruby and stuff. Don't make that distract or disturb you saying, I'm learning some age-old stuff and it should not take me anywhere in real life. No. It is like, say, if I learn the Devanagari script, then I can learn Konkani, I can learn Marathi, I can learn Hindi, I can learn, even for that matter, disturb you saying, I'm learning some age-old stuff and it should not. Nepali language is written in them. It is like, say, if you're motivated enough of the Devanagari script or Gujarati, because a lot of them I can learn Konkani, I can learn Marathi, I can learn Hindi, I can learn even for that matter, you need programming of databases, what is e-commerce, artificial intelligence, the basic concepts will be and none, basically, irrespective of how good your teacher is, because the field is changing very fast, your contents those contents will not come in your syllabus, but to the owners, a lot of onus is on you to equip yourself the basic one, a set of the standard skill sets which are there on the screen right now. And you have to have an understanding of, you are expected when you go out, because the field is changing in the industry, or maybe you are in education, in an institution of higher learning. These are the basic things which are expected out of you. You are just expected to know programming, you are expected to know mobile app development, you are expected to know user interface design, you are expected to know cloud computing in terms of some platform or the other, in terms of Amazon Web Services or something like Google Cloud or something of that kind. Then basic skill sets and understanding. Okay, artificial intelligence, then blockchain. These are various emerging technologies, web development tools. Yes, definitely. Basic skills. And in addition to all this, you will have to, since you are going to work with teams, until even if you have a business of your own, you are going to work with your team. So organizational and communication basic skills. And these are the basic skill sets which will be expected out of you. So when you are studying, okay, just keep a tab on these kind of content. And if you are not getting it from your courses, try and get it from somewhere else. Okay, but the mantra is love what you are learning. Keep at the back of your mind constantly that you are in a field where change is the only constant, and then continue. But the mantra is love what you are learning. Keep at the back of your mind constantly that you are evolve yourself, continue what you are studying. But the mantra is love. Thereafter path. Nobody else will do it for you. Your parents, till 12, you are all this time you all felt your parents in the winter much that all your onus is on you to make or break you. Talking about is last year of your BCS, sit back path. Nobody else can do it for you. Your parents, which are available to you, to zero down on your likings. Some of you might like the video content part or the animation part, or some of you might like the programming part, some of you might like the databases part, some of you might start reading about artificial intelligence, how to go about it. So basically, when you are taught a language, say when I'm talking about a language, so when you are taught a language, there are so many various options. Like say for example, you want to do any web development or game development, you can you will have to learn. You'll have to be good at JavaScript. If you are talking about back-end development in terms of not the front end which is seen to the world, but the back end at the company and the organization level or the server level, we are talking about Python. Data manipulations also we are talking about Python. So each of these languages have their own CSS, maybe Java. You will have to learn. You'll have to be good at JavaScript. If you are talking about back-end development in terms of not the front end, C# is again for game development. I'm going through it fast for a particular reason. The SQL is primarily for databases. Okay, Rust or Go is for Perl or Go. These are high-end languages which are more for specific tasks, for specific purposes. Okay, so what I'm saying is, when you are in your first year and you are being taught C++, none of those other languages, but C++, that time start reading about these other languages and start zeroing down on, okay, no, I don't want to go into web development, but yes, networking interests me. Then focus on, or game development interests me. Then start focus on Java and C#. So Looking at C++ or Python as your basic platform of learning a language or understanding a language, the top up you do on your own, the top up about understanding the pros and cons of a language career-wise, and then zeroing down and trying to learn on your own, do it on your own. This is what I mean when I say use your first year subject to get a feel of the technology involved, and then build up on it based on your liking, based on the areas of your preference. So what I'm saying is, so if you are into game development, although C++, yes, you can do gaming in C++, but then C# or Java, trying to learn on your own, a little bit of find more capability, more hands, more to get a structured content. So then you're talking about focusing on C#. At the same time, you're learning your C++ basic class and then excelling and going towards your goal points, right? So that is what I mean when I say use your understanding of the basic subject to go upward. And say, for example, you'll have subject called as database. So what is blockchain? Blockchain is a super refined database which is difficult to crack through because of the structure, because of the way it is designed, because of the way it is linked and interlinked with each and every other component. It's a very, very difficult, impossible to crack through and break the security of a blockchain. So basically, if you are understanding databases and if you are understanding blockchain architecture, then your understanding of blockchain becomes easier. So when you are understanding databases and when you are being taught at the school, at the college level, at the class level, when you are being taught these subjects, built up, top up on blockchain. So I hope I'm made clear as in terms of basically if you are understanding what I mean when I say built up the top up to begin with. Over a period of time, maybe new because your teachers are very enthusiastic. They will introduce the school at the college level, they will bring guest speakers who will introduce you. And let me tell you, the IT space in Goa is very cozy. If you want a mentor in blockchain, you can anytime tell your sir, I can arrange for you. Because all of us try to help the youngsters get introduced to new technologies and work with it. So the IT space in Goa is very more of a family kind of a thing. So it is you are in a very conducive kind of an environment. Then you have Uncle Google. Anytime you can go and ask Uncle Google and get your queries resolved, right? So the next, by and large, most of you must, many of you must get in your PGs, right? So Goa has, all of you must be knowing about this, right? So many of you must be also planning for if you are not, then start then you have for preparing for entrance for these kind of competitive exams. So MCA or MS, there are so many top colleges in India which if you're competitive enough, if you prepare well, you can find a place for yourself there. This is another very novel thing which has come in college, the Forensic University, which is set up at Kurti. There are two courses, MSc in Digital Forensics and MSc in Cybersecurity. By the time you all graduate, maybe you some more courses in college. And there are a couple more, like Salgaonkar Private University. There are two courses. There are a couple of private universities which have started entering Goa. So by the time you all graduate, there could be very many options available. So when you finish your second year, start doing your research on, if you plan to study after that, then start doing your research on what are the various courses private universities, PG courses available. Right? So the other course is Masters in Computer Management, which talks about computer science and finance. Okay, again a very sought after and emerging area. Then we talk about the Masters in Information Management, which talks about computer science with feedback, because I agree with data analysis talks about computer science and finance. Okay, again, a very sought after and emerging area. Then we talk like, so this is again okay. Now okay, again, for those of you who have tried a very is like is offer degree for post. Okay, now yeah, is what you see on your set. And this, for those of you who have tried IITs for CA or mechanics, okay, then is is seen for degree for many of post computer science and then BA, because understanding of a core subject is clubbed with of management, then you become good IT managers, good administrators at different positions in any company. So your BCA with an MBA would be a very good combination to have. Goa itself, it has Goa University as gym. Understanding of core subject there are so many MBA related courses across India, very good ones. Okay, IIMs is top notch, where there is very much of competition. But each one of you somewhere try. Keep the goal as, if you want to do your PG, then keep the goal as, I want to do it in the bestest of the best universities in the country in that particular subject. Whatever might be the field, it could be design, it could be something else. But keep the goal. Then eventually, based on how things turn out, since your goal is high, you will reach somewhere there, or at least somewhere near to the second best or to the third best, but the best, right? Okay, so then there are also zones you can take up. Okay, since your goal is then just one thing I want. This is something. This I got to know this while I was doing my son's admissions for graduation. Outside Goa University, I have seen many universities offering a quota called as EC. My son's quota, that's extracurricular activity. So if you're good at filmmaking, or if you're good at singing, dance, like your Rama ma'am is, or whatever, creative writing or drama, and then you have state level, you have one state level or national level or international level, whatever it is. Okay, these certificates of yours and this creative, whatever that skill of yours, creative writing or sports for that matter, that can give you sports. So everybody knows sports quota is there, but there is also quota in top universities in India for extracurricular activities. So you need to submit. You need to be really good, and then there, like in top colleges, there could be one seat or two seats for each. So those of you who are very good with extracurricular activities, remember, continue doing what you love doing in addition to your studies, and that will fetch you an additional place in an institution of your choice. So that's the ECA concept I was talking about, right? So the other thing is don't limit yourself to computers, to the subjects which are taught in the class. Don't say that, okay, the database was taught to me, I know everything of database, that's the end of it, I'm happy, I can do whatever I want, and that will fetch you an additional field. Again, I'm telling you, COC, change is the only constant there. So look beyond your academic subject. Another thing which I want each one of you to do, which I always told your Rama ma'am also, is now you have, if you are a Geo subscriber, you have all your computer magazines at your disposal. So one computer magazine you read per month or per 15 days, whatever. So look the periodicity at which monthly it comes. One computer magazine. Why? Because so that you are updated with the changing trends in technology and you are aware of what is going on. You might not understand everything, but you are not blank when it comes to it. And you never know, something one of those technologies might attract you to an extent that you can do a career in that. And once you decide, I have strong faith in this person, all of you. The thing is, if you all decide, parents telling you, teachers telling you is one thing, when you decide something for yourself, that yes, this is what I want to do in life, this is what I want to achieve. If you decide, you'll achieve it. I have seen many youngsters, the moment they decide that yes, Massachusetts Institute of University, that ocw.mit.edu is what I want, then IITs offer courses, and reputed organizations like LinkedIn offer courses, Unacademy has such lovely courses available online, and see, you can start, the way is you can start with the free courses, then you can take up some small courses, and then eventually go on and maybe look for bigger and higher and larger certifications. See, you can start. Then again, there are so many certification courses available which are as good as a degree. So if you have a BCA and a such certification, certification or a AWS certification, that you, as I was telling you, give yourself that cutting edge. That AWS certification along with your BCA degree will take you much ahead of anybody else in the world, because here right away Goa is not whom you are competing with. Especially post-COVID, the jobs in the IT sector are distributed across the globe. So I can sit here and work for a company in US. My next door neighbor works for a company in US. Here, since COVID, he has not jobs in house, and he's working for a company in US, getting paid in dollars. And so that is the kind of this. So give yourself a cutting edge by doing a little bit of research in the area of your choice, giving yourself additional certifications in the area of your choice, and going ahead. Another thing which I want to mention, right away, I don't think this IIT Madras offers a programming and data sciences courses for any 12th standard pass out. Okay, but maybe with National Education Policy enforced by NEST, or maybe it could be to come module which you can do along with your PCO or VWOC. Just keep on the lookout for this. Okay, or you can also query them as to whether you can combine it with you can do it with your existing BCA degree. A degree from IIT Madras definitely will do a huge value addition to your biodata, right? Okay, so then another very interesting case I want to mention to you is Goa School. We have a group of youngsters from Goa, from WITS and other, primarily from WITS and other engineering colleges, and a couple of them from outside Goa. They have started a company, they have started a school called Goa School, which offers MBA degree, okay, in terms of all the courses, in terms of all the subjects, okay. But the degree as such is not offered as a degree. It is recognized by all industries in India and abroad for that matter. It's not a university degree as such, but they call it the school. I want to discuss with you all. See, if you don't want to work for anybody, you have an idea, you have a product which you like, you want to develop an app, you know it's a beautiful idea, you know it's going to be useful to everybody, and you know it has huge potential. Okay, so you want to develop it. Then throughout your BCA, you're working on developing the app, trying to know the technologies. You're good at it, and you don't want to work for anybody, but you want to start a company of your own. And but to begin with, how do I go and hire incubation centers in Goa? What does an incubation center do? You have an idea. You approach, say for example, FIRE. That is the incubation center at Father Agnel. So they will listen to your idea. They will give you a mentor from that particular domain area. Say, for example, you are doing something with society in terms of say crowdfunding related some app for say maybe disabled people, and you know it has potential. So they will put you across to a mentor, and then for some minimal fee of 1,000 or 4,000, you are given an office there. Okay, an office of your own, and then in addition to that, you can use their conference room, you can use their other resources, and for some minimal fee, centers with mentoring, or just as places where you can set up your offices for very minimal fee of varying from 1,500 to 3,000 rupees per month. Okay, with all the basic facilities, their conference room, just as the sitting space, maybe internet at times. Okay, right. So that is if you want to start something of your own, have a own startup, and then eventually once you come out of the incubation, you can maybe internet at times. Right now, for those who want to after BCA want to go and start working in IT companies in Goa. What is the IT company scenario in Goa like? There are around 270 plus IT companies in Goa. Since I'm from the field, I know the approximate figure. Small, big, of different sizes are there. Okay, it could be even 300 for that matter. And all of these people are looking for Go and Tell. There are around here are just some names of companies. Since I've opened this field, Tangential has global presence. We have work going on in Goa. We have very good 3D companies which are in 3D IoT, in data mining, in blockchain. We have companies here in Goa. I'm not talking about game development. There are very good companies here in Goa. So these are various areas in which you can find jobs in Goa. Definitely, yes, but very good beyond Goa, the sky is the limit. There are so many various designations, various permutations and combinations of jobs available for anybody who has the basic understanding of the concepts and a top-up qualification, self-accepted or self-enriched qualification, right? So basically right away, but this goes on changing, right? So at any point in time, you can look at you search for hype cycles on Google, and you will see a cycle with what are the latest technologies in demand. Right away, blockchain professionals and DevOps professionals, but this goes on don't stick. Right, see, basically when I'm talking about mobile app development or software development, you will be taught some life cycles, you will be taught some processes, but DevOps professionals are professionals who are on constantly on lookout for emerging technologies and how they can incorporate it in their product to reduce the cycle, reduce the production cycle of the product. So these kind of professionals you will be taught some data. Right away, data is the king. Again, I am telling you. So data scientists are highly valued. Can big data professionals, who can manipulate, look at and analyze huge chunks of global data to the company, and then analyze it and then come out with okay. We have software architects who design the way a house architect will design your house. Who can a software architect will design the hardware, the software components of that particular software, right? So these are the kind of AI. AI is something which every field of design has some AI component or the other. Every AI, every technology that you are using has some human touch to it added by the AI component added to it, right? So basically, so these are we are talking about the approximate in Goa. This is I spoke to a couple of my companies who I listed above, and basically this is the approximate kind of a thing. Okay, another thing which you might find this different by this AI is right. So basically, when you start earning, they will say, okay, 15,000, 20,000 rupees. Don't let that motivate you. If the company is good, if they are giving you an experience in say AWS, you might find this okay, that's cloud, Amazon cloud. Go join the company, learn the nitty-gritties. 1 year of experience of yours with cloud company will increase your value by literally 100 folds, right? So that is why don't let lower salaries in the initial phases dampen your spirit. If you hunt for a good company, look for the niche area which you feel attached to, like love, and then enter the company, learn as much as you want, and then go on higher and higher up in the ladder of your career, right? Okay, so just this is my last slide, actually, technically last slide, wherein what I want you to do is now leave aside everything else, leave aside your substance, technical things, and all those will come, those will do, right? But right away, today itself, try, and since you have decided that software is a field you are going into, since you know you need to know, you will learn the software, you will learn programming, go and use these two apps today, to do these two things today. Have a blog or have a WordPress blog and try and fiddle around with technology, with doing a small website for yourself, okay? And then over a period of next 3 years, convert it into something which becomes your own profile. When you pass out, you use specify shreyankdesai.blogspot.com, where Shreyank's entire information is listed. Whatever works he has done, whatever apps he has developed is listed in there and on the blog, and that becomes your online bio. So a blog. Similarly, there are simple tools like MIT App Inventor. We in fact did a 15 days course some 2 years back. 15 days summer camp we did for school children in the age group of from 4th standard to 10th standard, and those we introduced them to Scratch, we introduced them to MIT App Inventor, and they came up with such lovely apps and programs which sync the devices and stuff, and very complicated games they came up with. So try your hands on these. Nobody, if you fail in these, nobody is going to worry about, bother you. But every failure will teach you something new. So try your hands on these kind of easy to use tools. The other box which you see on the screen is a Raspberry Pi, okay, wherein which is a small device which is equivalent to your entire system, and it costs you some 2,000, not more than that, but it's a complete computer in its own right. You can connect it to your screen, you can connect it to your keyboard, and then this is primarily used for IoT kind of IoT kind of applications. And there are kits available for robotics. Just experiment. 14 hours of your day, put for whatever, say 10 hours, 8 to 10 hours in your studies maybe, and the remaining hours into learning something new, experimenting with something new, and nobody will stop you, and sky will be the limit. And I want one Guru Dakshina from you for this session of mine. Okay, when you all pass out, when you all make a career for yourself, I want you to write an email me as to whether this session will help you in some way, or yourself, you student in your teacher Rama wishes on the Guru Purnima, whatever her Guru Dakshina comes to me. I want your in this particular form. That success is not the key to happiness, the key to what you are doing. You will be successful 102%. And I sign off.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am, for your valuable input. Am I audible? Participants, if you have any queries, you all can unmute and ask ma'am. Okay, if any participant wish to give their feedback on this session, you all can speak.
Rajlakshmi, the students can even put their queries in the chat box.
Okay, sir. Participants can even mention their feedback on the chat window. Okay, now I request Mr. Andre Pacheco.
Yeah. Hello. Firstly, I would like to thank Ms. Sangeeta Naik for taking time from a busy schedule and to provide her valuable input. I'm sure our participants now have a clear idea as to how to set their career roadmap. Ma'am, we thank you very much for taking the time. I would also like to thank our principal, Dr. Prita Di Malia, and our vice principal, Dr. Rodney De Silva, and our HOD, Mr. Sumit Kumar, for planning this webinar. We also like to thank Mr. Samir Patel for organizing this webinar and all the faculty who has contributed to make this webinar a success. Thank you. And lastly, I would like to thank all the participants, for attending today. I'm sure this webinar has helped you, to give you a clear idea as to what roadmap you need to plan, and you all can start planning it from today. Thank you everyone for joining today's session.
Ma'am, your talk was wonderful.
Thank you.
Very, very, very enlightening. Yeah.
Means a lot. Can I leave?
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. We conclude the session.
Thank you.
Participants can leave the.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.